So, after 10 long, 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 possibly even more than 10, after a decade, we finally got him. 10 years. 10 years ago, on September 11th, 2001, planes were hijacked by the Al-Qaeda members and smashed the Twin Towers in New York City, the Pentagon. The White House would have been hit. Everybody knows the story, as far as I know. And everybody in America does. Me being an American, it's a close-to-home thing. But 10 years ago, 9/11, all planned by Osama bin Laden, the man who is now dead thanks to U.S. Navy SEALs. So what I wanted to talk about today is how his death will impact the world and how it is a good and a bad thing. Not a bad thing per se, it was a good thing that he died, it needed to happen, but the good thing and the bad thing is the ramifications that this will cause. So let's start with the good. The good thing is 9/11, well, survivors, if you would call them 9/11 survivors, and family members of those who died finally get the retribution and the revenge. Revenge isn't a good word for it. Let's just call it retribution. They got the retribution for their killing of their family members in the war on terror that Osama bin Laden planned, and that is huge. It provokes new spirit in the American people. Everybody was saying the Pledge of Allegiance at school. You know, it's one of those things where everybody will have a differentiated opinion about it, but everybody all feels the same. Another thing, the top man in Al-Qaeda gone. We have no idea how many Al-Qaeda members are left, or how many leaders they have, or how much hatred they're planning against us right now. But we do know their front man is dead, and that's one step forward in the war on terror. Next thing, we know that Osama was planning attacks, and what we found there, we have maps, we found tapes, we found not photos, but we found so many plans there from what I've been hearing from watching the news. It was a gold mine, basically, which is kind of, it's good. It's another step in the war on terror. So that's most of the good things. That's all the good things. But out of the killing of Osama bin Laden, I'm looking at more of the negatives than I am the positives. Everybody knew that we would eventually get Osama bin Laden, or he would die off because of old age, because he was like, what? He looked like he was 60 or something. He was old. But either way, so he died in a gunfight. His daughter is still alive and was there and watched him die. So his daughter has to live through that life, saying, I watched my dad, who was Osama bin Laden, die, and she's gonna, women's rights in that part of the world, and the fact that she's Osama bin Laden's daughter, and unless she might want to go into exile, change her name, basically get away, because it won't be good. There would be too much hatred against her. But nobody can blame her, they have to blame only her dad. So other than that, that's pretty much it. So anyway, the Navy SEALs got down and shot him. And the only thing I've been thinking of is immediately all U.S. places went on high alert, because Al-Qaeda is going to get mad and angry, and they're going to want an eye for an eye, basically. So within the next year or so, I would expect that Al-Qaeda will make a move on America. That's my opinion, but they're not going to let this go unnoticed. They're going to pick up the pace, get more soldiers, go against Americans, and just run amok against us. Because this was a heavy blow, and now they're going to be mad. And now there was like 2 front men at Al-Qaeda now, so we have to find them and get them out of the way. But the only problem I have with it is if you kill one, like, another is going to be right there to take its place. And that's all that's going to happen. There's no way we're going to be able to stop Al-Qaeda. We have to physically stop Every single one of them. Which is what worries me. This war on terror will never end. Ever. It started a decade ago, and as long as this war happens, there will never be peace. And sadly, it probably won't, because there's just going to be terrorist after terrorist after terrorist after psychopath who wants to make themselves heard in this world. But anyway, that's my thoughts on OSAMA's death, and that's basically what I think and how things will turn out. So, that's just my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you thought I had some interesting things to say, and comment to see, I want to see what other people thought about his death. I know it's a good thing, but there are some retribution stuff to it. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'm Cameron, and I'll see you later. God bless America. Goodbye guys. Peace out.